look at this.
Yeah, Roman, I don't know what to do about that rash on your butt.
Oh, wow. That's hilarious.
I would probably
That's
go to a
never-
doctor. I don't really know why you would show us.
This
It's a topical
prescription
cream.
Wow.
Yeah, topical
came
cream
in.
is all you need. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why he had it sent
What
here.
is it,
and not his
super
house.
herpes cream?
Yeah, that's a medical
Herpes
term.
monogonorrhea.
Super herpes. Oh, man. You know what? It's good. It's good to have the original lineup back. John Amendolia, huge shout out, and J.A. as well, but it's good to have Woody back, you know?
Yeah, they tried to just sit in the throne.
Yeah.
They tried to fill the void. They couldn't do shit.
They couldn't do it.
The king is back.
Welcome to the SVW Podcast. My name is Roman. As always, I'm here with Heck,
I'm always here.
Woody,
Yes, sir.
and Gunky Mane, a.k.a. The Gunk.
What up? Who just put his phone on silent.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I'm a busy man.
If you didn't see him running around after the Eagles won the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
Well, you may
That
not have
wasn't
seen him.
me. Lucha Gunk.
He was in a mask.
That wasn't me.
That was someone else.
Yeah, that was someone else.
Could have been anyone.
Lucha
Because Gunky's a Packers fan. That guy in the mask, though, that guy was a huge Eagles
Los
fan.
Adios.
that's
That
why
is
you
true.
and Big Ron are such good friends.
Yeah.
Well, and
Yeah,
other reasons.
We got to the bottom of it finally.
Get in the bottom of Big Ron.
I'm
Guys,
about to say somebody's a bottom.
shout out Big Ron. We know you're listening. Look, we have a huge episode for you guys today. A lot has gone on since last week. First up, of course, we have to talk about the releases in AEW and WWE, and we didn't even have time to talk about it before a new signing occurred last night.
I
Dropped
know.
and picked up.
It's one of those things. WWE released stuff, and AEW was like, hold my beer.
Yeah, for real.
I'm going to one-up all your releases and release 3 people, all bigger than everyone else you released combined.
I did like a small video, you know what I mean, like a little voiceover video talking
saw
about it, and like it really, once all this kind of like happened, I was like, oh, I was like dead on the money. Like they
Yeah.
knew that they were about to have some signings, they needed to free up some cash, they needed to trim the fat, and it was just like, yo, like where can we, you know what I mean, allocate
Yeah.
funds because we know this is about to happen. I'm sure they're like when Ray Phoenix contract shit is they
that's-
tacked on the injury time.
That's next in the chamber.
You know what I mean?
for
They're
sure.
they're just
That's
planning
next.
this because I
Yeah.
mean, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4,
So many,
5,
so
6,
many.
7, 8, 9, 10 releases.
It's insane.
You had to assume, that when those 3 guys, I mean, I guess technically when we're talking about the AEW releases, not all of them were released. Sometimes just their contract was up.
Yeah.
Tony Khan's
Or the
infamous
contract-
for just not renewing contracts instead
But-
of releasing people.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Ray Phoenix had to just be like sitting there like,
Right,
me
right.
too,
And
or-
they're
Yeah.
reading off the names, and
They're
he's like,
not you, Ray. Sorry, bud. After that, of course, we have to talk about Raw on Monday. Huge WrestleMania stipulations: Jay versus Gunther, as well as Ray versus Logan for the Elimination Chamber, and a big return. That was a great episode. Great episode on Monday.
it was solid.
it was solid.
It was solid. It confirmed some stuff. It's nice to have something confirmed for Mania.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that.
I just need more matches on Raw.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of promos and a lot of talking and a lot of
Really is.
commercial breaks.
This was, I feel like it was 4 or 5 matches on this one. It was more matches than they've had.
Yeah.
There are more matches.
And
than
they had
for
2
sure.
women's matches for the first
Back to
time in
back.
a long time. Yeah.
I noticed that. They were back to
And
back, too.
they
It
were
was a
pretty
surprise.
damn good, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, big one coming up, Elimination Chamber. We got some Cena rumblings. We got some more confirmations. Some beefs. Very
Listen,
interesting.
just
This one
when we
looks-
talk about this, do me a favor. Try not to say like rumbling and then beef and
Oh.
then elimination chamber because I still just think it sounds like a toilet.
Bathroom.
The
That's all just
Elimination
bathroom humor, man.
Remember video you shot
beef
the
is-
promo
Oh, I'm-
video and you're like on the toilet
Yeah, yeah,
on
yeah,
the
that's a
elimination
good one.
chamber.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
on the
Definitely
elimination
eliminating
chamber.
something in that chamber.
That's what I mean, man.
Yeah.
It's like a scientific term for a toilet.
Like an 18th century king. I'm gonna go to my elimination
The
chamber.
Elimination Chamber. Yeah, we'll
Hit the
get into
EC.
some Elimination Chamber stuff as well. And then, of course, we have some quick hits. These are some great ones this week. Huge breaking news.
Shotgun style.
But let's start at
We'll
the
talk
top
about
of the
that later.
Those
stop
are
at
quick and they're at the end, and you have to wait for them.
I know, but they're good. But let's start at the top of the card here, so to speak. These releases. These are some big names.
So WWE dropped Sonya Deville, who apparently she did not get released. She just didn't renew her contract.
They Tony Condor
Yeah, Tony Condor,
Kenny conned her.
the
get
Good
it?
Brothers.
again. This is not the first time they've been
So
released.
crazy.
They said that that's just kind of like how it goes with WWE. Like they'll come back for a short run for something, then they'll get released. And
Yeah,
then
they
they'll
don't
come
give a
back for a
shit.
short run and then they'll get released. They're probably just used to it. They're probably just like counting it down. But I did see, I think not Gallows, Anderson. It's the first time that WWE has released somebody who was still injured. Usually they wait for him to come back or something.
Interesting.
It was the first time they released somebody
Yeah, they
like,
wait for
while
you to
on
get
injured.
to the top,
Who
and
was-
then
who
they're
was
like,
injured?
"Ah,
Carl
stab you right in
Anderson?
the back."
Anderson, yeah.
I that's a bummer. I'm sorry he's injured. I hope he gets healthy again. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, they
Wow.
can go to AEW.
They
can
are.
go to TNA.
I hope they
can
don't go to
New Japan.
AEW. Go back to New Japan. They did well in New Japan.
Really
TNA.
did.
They can go do some more. They
Stick
were
with
to
New
TNA
Japan.
before.
Woody,
Stick in New
a
Japan.
truly cutthroat businessman.
Yeah, I'm just like, unless you go to a house show, you're not seeing him anyway.
What have you done
So-
for me?
Giovanni
lately?
Vinci.
Type beat.
Giovanni Vinci's the one I still think we're gonna find out that, like, I'm not saying he's having full Cody Rhodes arc here, not going that far, but I think he's gonna go away and raise his stock, but with his
Yeah.
actual skill and talent in the ring, the dude can fucking go.
I always forget that Giovanni
WWE
Vinci. Sorry,
Yeah, you're good.
isn't the guy from AEW who used to be in WWE. You know,
Well, he
the
might
other,
be soon here.
the
Yeah,
other
right?
Italian bald guy. What's his name?
Cesaro,
Yeah, I always forget that. That's
How do you
not
mix
the
He's
it
same
not
up?
guy.
Italian
He's
either. He's Swiss.
The
All
Swiss
right.
Superman.
The Swiss Superman.
Italian, you know. I always
Alright.
forget they're not the same guy.
fucking slam. Aren't you
But,
Italian?
well,
Should
hopefully
you know
whatever
Italians?
hopefully whatever company Giovanni lands in, he won't hit on anybody else's girlfriend.
Yeah, we have some sources from a
No
trusted
sources.
source.
Nah,
aka
I'm
Yeah,
such
right.
a fucking mark. That could be completely just not true at all. But
Melter was like, watch
the
this.
IWC loves to talk shit and be weird and like
They do. They're talking a lot of shit about the
speculate
Gilmans
about
last
shit. And
week.
supposedly he was trying to fuck Tiffy, his tag team part, Ludwig's girl.
It's crazy.
Isn't
And
that what
crazy.
tag team partners do? Isn't that
Right.
why they call them tag team partners?
Tag in, bro.
He's
Hot
like
tag.
Ludwig.
He's trying to
Ludwig,
ice
you're
out her.
Ludwig's looking tired. Tag in.
Dude,
Tag
that's
in.
crazy.
Hot
Just
tag.
like
He had to come. He's making a comeback.
Jesus, yeah, like Logan Paul apparently was hitting on her too.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
Crazy
say
stuff.
like Xavier Woods and
Oh,
That was a handicap match.
that tag team match with Paige, Xavier Woods.
That was
and,
a handicap match.
I always forget his name.
Brian Maddox.
Brian Maddox. Yeah.
No,
Brad
Brad Maddox.
Brad Maddox.
He was like a
That's what
ref
it is.
and then
I knew it was
wrestling.
just like a really basic.
Yeah.
Very
But it's funny you
generic.
said
Claim
about
to fame
Giovanni.
was coming all over the NXT Women's Championship back in the day. That
'Cause,
was
like-
Yeah.
They had to change the design of it because there's
get the
cum
thought out
spots
of
all
your
over.
mind.
it.
He ruined. Well, it tarnishes stone. I don't know if you know that. Yeah,
that
it's
true?
not good. No, I just fucking.
I was like, yo,
why
Google
would
that.
I know that?
Roman's
Yeah.
like, fuck.
I mean,
I mean, it's,
why would you know
I would
that?
know that. That's,
you're a
just-
smart guy. Will.
Who else? Blair Davenport.
Yeah.
that's the fifth C in cut clarity diamonds. It's
She
the fifth
looked,
C. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I
Blair
get what you're
Davenport,
saying.
who looked like Paige 2.0 to me. She always just has like
Speaking of
her
Paige.
teeth and lips.
Jesus.
Speaking of Paige, you know, she was with AEW before. What was
Oh, I
her
didn't know
name?
that.
Yeah, Blair Davenport, and when it came to
Bo
Paige,
Priestley.
she took a page out of her book when it came to her teeth.
Yeah.
Too. She needs to get them snaggle teeth. It's fixed.
All she needs is a boob job, and they're like fucking identical. Duke Hudson. if
Oh,
anybody
no,
knows
not
that-
Duke.
Yeah, right. From Chase U, like he was without a good gimmick. Once the Chase U kind of shit went through, like he's just a generic.
Do you think that
Yeah.
that
To me-
because Chase U went under
Yeah.
that's why they had to release him?
Yep.
Yeah, that's such a bummer.
Probably.
College failed.
He already paid his tuition. They were like, we'll
Oh
take it
man,
back.
offers
That was like
his
you are.
tuition
I was gonna
reimbursement.
say that's like you are.
Tuition reimbursement.
Yeah.
Authors of Pain, Paul Ellering.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Those guys are sick. And Paul Ellering is
Guys
one of the greatest
literally
managers of
were
all time.
having a Mania match last year.
Yeah.
Like
That is
what
pretty
happened with
insane.
like the Final Testament stuff? They were like beefing with the Wyatts and nothing, and like
Yeah.
They
yeah,
did not make sense in the Final Testament.
They don't know what to do with Karrion Kross.
Well, no, if you have Karrion Kross, you have this awesome, like, mental, like, he's smarter than everyone else. He has an awesome look. He's amazing, like, physically in shape, good in ring. When you have someone like that, let him be the person that
Yeah,
pushes
yeah.
us along.
Totally.
Let
Yeah.
him fuck with people's minds and manipulate people. Don't be
kinda-
like,
it made
I'm
him
going to manipulate you. Also, these two giant dudes are going to beat the shit out of you. Like,
Yeah,
that's not
man, like, didn't
manipulation.
really, it's funny. Like I was watching a video of them, like because we were like making that video about the releases, and I was like, these dudes are just like punching people. They're not really like they would do like, but they would never really do like a whole lot of spots. It was mostly just like
You're tripping. They had one of the greatest tag finishers of all time.
When they like hit each other with the power bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Champagne toast.
It's like a
the champagne toast,
yeah.
sure, but like that's
This is sick.
I don't
That's
know,
great.
man.
No, you're not wrong.
If they were in WWF in like '87, they would have been 10-time tag
oh,
team
100%,
champions.
1,000%.
Well, no,
And Jimmy Hart would have been on his
Yeah.
megaphone.
they should have just never been in that faction. They probably should have been just like killing shit as just
Yeah.
like a tag team with Paul Ellering.
But I feel like
just doing their own
WWE,
thing.
the
They
tag
tried
team
that once,
division
though.
just doesn't get the attention.
Nope.
So like when you have guys like this who, even if they're not tag champs, like they're a solid tag team. You know what I mean? Like you need cannon fodder. You need that mid card strong.
Now,
if it were up to me,
thank God it's not.
yeah, I was gonna say the
I
exact
don't
same
know.
thing.
Some people might agree, and this isn't even a dig at them. You know what I mean? Because like,
Well, they are
they're
listening, so
decent.
be kind.
They're decent, but if I was Triple H, I would much rather have AOP than the Viking Raiders.
First of all, they're called the War Raiders.
Whatever.
I like the War Raiders are a little more athletic than AOP. I see what you're going. I like AOP. I thought they were a good tag team. I thought if they pushed them as a tag team,
All
it would
over
have
print?
done well.
Yeah.
All over print
Those
is.
dudes are sick.
I
All
think
over
think they could go to AEW though. I think they could do well as a tag team over there.
Yeah.
They could be the writers of Ouch or the
Someone's,
The writers of Ouch.
yo, you
The-
know
I
what?
feel like Paul Ellering will fit in over there.
The
Like, they just get,
directors
like,
of
all,
injury.
Like, the old guys.
Somebody made that exact same joke about Jalen Hurts this weekend. Speedy Mormon was wearing like a purple tracksuit, and they was like, "This dude's Jalen." Ouch. But no, you're totally right. I mean, I don't know. I think they have potential. I just
I just feel like Paul Ellering would be cool. He's gonna like
Paul
hang with
Ellering's
like
he's a
Jake the
legend.
Snake. They're gonna like fucking have some beers,
yeah.
reminisce about the old
oh,
days.
he'll be fine. I mean,
Yeah,
the guy's
yeah.
a living legend. Like,
Yeah, if
it's
you
crazy.
get, and I think it'd be a good for AEW if they sign someone like him too, because he could probably do that shit where he's can bestow knowledge upon younger people on how to work in this business. He's been around for so long. He's seen so much shit. He could. I don't know.
I don't know. He couldn't do that so much to get his daughter anything. Like
I think
I don't think they have a great relationship. That's just
I think Paul
true.
Ellering.
I guess. I
True,
don't know.
true.
Who's his daughter?
She's a wrestler.
I think Paul
She's
Ellering.
actually cool as shit. She at Icons of Wrestling, she like came over, was like talking to us, like
Her name's something Erling.
Rachel Ellering.
Ellering.
Rachel.
Erling.
I think-
Rachel
And
Ellering.
she like shut the shirt. She like wore the shirt to the gym, like working out. Like,
Oh,
took a
yeah, you know
picture.
what? I did know
Yeah.
this. Oh, okay. I know
Yeah,
you're talking
yeah.
about.
Yeah, you know what I think he should do? I think he should bring the dummy back.
No.
What was his name? Rocco? His name is Rocco.
Jesus.
What was his
Christ.
name?
I remember that was on the figure. There was like you could
build
like
the
you
fig.
built like 5 of them. You got to build him.
What was his name?
I
Rocco?
want to say you're. I don't know, something simple. I thought it was like
I
Dennis
want to
or
say
something
it's
like
his
that.
name was Yuri.
Frank.
Yeah.
Frank the dummy?
Search Paul Erling's
Look up Paul
dummy.
Ellering's goddamn dummy, what his name was. What's his name? How the dummy ruined the
How we
world.
ruined the He's like, we should bring that back.
Yeah, definitely bring that back.
Rocco!
It was
Look
Rocco.
at my
You nailed it.
knowledge, bro.
Good job, Gunk.
How did Rocco join the Road Warriors?
Yo.
Okay.
You got to get the Patreon to find that
Yeah,
out.
Find out how Rocco joined the Road Warriors. Yeah, for real.
Who else? Isla Dawn. I was
Crazy.
surprised by her. They had the tag run at Scotland.
The guy
Alba
that-
Fire.
is she
It was like
the one-
another solid tag team, which is back to the
Did
same
her,
tag
is
team
her
stuff.
mom the one that died?
No,
No,
Alba
Alba
Fire.
Is that why they didn't release her?
I think so. Yeah, she's on bereavement still. There's
Yeah. They're like,
That was like a year ago. But
She
they were
was
like
gonna
a
get-
solid tag team. Like,
They're like, we'll wait another year before we release you.
so I was surprised by her.
no. Actually, someone told her her tag team partner that she was released, but she didn't know that. They thought they were just saying her name. She said Alba fired. She's like, yeah. How can I help you? I'm right here.
All right.
You know.
Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to follow us. No, but I think it's interesting, like you saying that, like feels like just a tag champ a couple months
Right,
ago.
right. I feel like there's like other people that
That's
could have
how
gotten
bad-
released.
That's how bad the women's tag division is.
It's
Right.
wild.
you go
Yeah,
from
yeah.
tag champ to released in like 2 months.
It's wild too, though. It's like the same thing kind of happened to Baron Corbin. Like they had that cool, which I thought was great in
The
NXT
War
with
Dogs.
him and Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
They get brought up. Well, Braun Breaker like gets brought up to the main roster. He kind of comes along, and then like a month later, they're like, he's done. It's just kind of weird. It's like just kind of weird to me.
I think the Isla Dawn one might have some backstage locker room shit. Because Lyra Valkyria had...
Is this from a trusted source?
From Lyric Valkyria tweeted about it. She subtweeted her after she got released.
Yeah, you don't think that was
like
a work as friends?
I thought that
I
was
don't
like
know.
more
I
like
don't know, I'm just
a
saying.
jab. Like,
What
oh
did she
man,
say?
thank God this guy's gone. Like,
Maybe.
joke,
But
like, playing around.
But if someone's saying that, then maybe there's someone who's actually happy she's gone.
True.
Saying. I don't know.
You know
She
what?
was low key hot.
You know what? I really am coming to the
Trying to
conclusion.
show her my Scottish Highlander sword.
You shillelagh.
I'm coming to the conclusion that and obviously I knew this, but WWE's watching social media even more than we probably even think. Triple H is paying attention to what, because for somebody like Blair Davenport, right? They bring her on a SmackDown or two. I didn't see shit about anybody saying anything bad or good about her.
That was one of the points that I was talking about. People get brought up from the NXT, and it's not only do you not have anything to do with them, but they end up getting fired without even having a chance to show if they could do anything on the main roster.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I think they're giving them a chance to debut, see how people react to them, and they're like, oh,
no reaction.
no reaction, good or bad. I would even rather people be talking shit about Logan Paul. You know what I mean? I think they love when people are talking about Logan Paul.
Is that more on WWE about building them up in NXT though, and using them right there so that they, you know what I mean? You
Well, they test that
better?
a lot. They test out a lot of this stuff at house shows. So when they bring them up to the main roster, they'll put them on the house show circuit for a little while.
Interesting.
And if they test things out in the crowd, and there's no reaction, they're not going to waste the time on TV for them.
Because I can see that somebody was saying that about Blair Davenport that of the women release, she's good in the ring. But she always had a problem with the gimmick.
Yep. She's
So,
a good
you know
worker,
what I mean?
though.
Yeah.
What was her gimmick, really?
Just an asshole.
Just
Yeah, it's
she remember when Sol Ruka got hurt, Nikita Lyons, she's the one that hurt them and shit like that.
It's not the strongest gimmick ever. I mean,
that was
in her
Nia
defense-
Jax's whole gimmick, right?
Yeah, in her
hurting people.
defense, that's a gimmick that is always
a-
kind of
Oh, that's literally Bobby
That
Lashley's
was a
gimmick right now.
shoot.
We hurt people. Shout out West Side Gun.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I feel
Boop, 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 boop,
that
boop.
gimmick really has. I feel like a lot of people have done it. Only
Just
a
hurting
couple
people
of
gimmick?
people. No, the asshole gimmick.
Oh.
I feel like only a couple people have really done it well. I feel like the Rock.
It's like the
probably was,
easy
the
heel
one.
thing. But if you don't have anything behind it, other than
exactly.
I want to see
It
someone
just-
do a really nice guy doesn't hurt anybody gimmick. Do that. Let's see if we can win the match without hurting your opponent.
Gentleman Jack. Whatever his name
Jack
was. Yeah.
Swagger.
But then he got accused of.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that
he
guy.
I'm just saying, in ring, we're talking about gimmick. We're talking about
Jack
gimmick.
Swagger.
Did he
Wait.
get accused of
Yes, yeah, and he got released shortly after
Yes, that guy.
He had a little umbrella, right?
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
His gimmick
He had
was
his little
hilarious,
mustache.
man.
Yeah, but
Little,
Yeah, those
little
rainbow
handstands
undies
and stuff.
the
Yeah,
hand
Yeah.
and then
too bad he's a deviant.
Allegedly.
absolute deviant.
Actually,
allegedly
who knows? Who knows anymore?
he's over there with what's his name, the villain, Cedric Alexander.
Who's the villain?
Not Cedric Alexander.
Not
Not
Cedric
Cedric
Alexander.
He's good people.
From UK. He was part of the Bullet Club.
Oh
He
yeah,
wore
a couple
the-
of those those British guys went
He
down
wore the-
hard.
What do you
do? Why?
Why can't I think of
worst
his
thing
name?
to happen since
He wore the plate
I know
mask.
exactly who you're talking about. Yeah,
But that's why nobody was touching him, because apparently he messed around with some 16-year-old.
Yeah, those British guys were getting hit hard.
But they're like,
during
yo,
that
it's
Me Too
different in
thing.
Britain. You can drink when you're 16. You can fuck when you're 16.
Yo,
Like,
remember
That's
Triple
not-
H
we're
came
not
out?
going down the path of but hey, it was legal in that because in some states, if you know the age of consent state to state,
I don't
there's a
think he
fucking
knew
problem
that. Yeah, no,
already.
no. There's a problem.
If you
already.
if you even know which one, but in this state, is already guilty.
Yeah, those. Remember Triple H literally he opened NXT UK and then half the roster got they're half the roster.
I mean,
can't
it's also
be
the guy
anymore.
who drugged and drove Stephanie McMahon
Well,
to
that's because
get
those
married.
Europeans are deviants,
yeah.
just by nature,
They're not good people.
and they send their worst ones to Australia.
And they hurt people.
And,
And
then
then
the Australians end up being the best out of all of them.
Somehow,
They're not even Europeans
Redemption.
anymore. Yeah, you
Yeah.
get far away enough from Europe for long enough, the shittiness just gets out of you.
it's because the rain.
So that's how it works.
it's
Yeah.
the bad weather. Yeah,
Yeah.
the clouds.
It's Europe.
Yeah.
It's just Europe. Europe
The
has bad-
kangaroos.
bad
The kangaroos
energy.
did it.
The kangaroos bring you back.
They bring you back.
Kangaroos.
That's healing.
Kangaroos.
And lastly,
Cedric
oh,
Alexander.
no,
Yeah,
Electric Lopez. She was let go Like
Okay.
the next day, like low key, like she didn't even like make the original
Damn,
list
I couldn't
of,
even
like,
make that.
releases.
I can't even make
They
the
like
main
released her at like
cuts.
3 o'clock in the morning. Like
Well,
nobody
she actually,
paid attention.
when they cut everyone else, she packed her stuff and left and just assumed she was fired.
Right.
And then they were like, "Oh, she's gone. Oh, I guess put her on the list then." You know?
Yeah.
Second string cuts is crazy.
right?
Couldn't even be the first.
Future endeavor. Does
She
what
was
they call
called last at firing.
And then Cedric Alexander.
it. Yeah, such a guy.
I feel like he's the guy that's like the most safest to land somewhere.
Oh yeah, speaking of we hurt people, he will be in AEW.
Yeah, he'll be in
90 days.
AEW.
Yeah,
Probably like
it'd be
10
awesome.
In
There-
90
it's already
days.
like said everywhere that like I mean everybody's like petition him for.
Do you
like,
remember?
him,
Do you
trying to
remember
get him
how
there.
good his?
They're like giving Tony Khan like an extra 8-ball, like extra grams on it. Like, yo, come on, man.
Do you remember how good his run was at the 205 Classic?
Yep.
Yes.
Was watching it the other day.
breaking
Shit.
people's fucking backs with that lumbar
205
check.
live.
Do you remember when
The lumbar
like
check, yeah.
it was what was the like the crowd was chanting, like to sign him.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he Triple H came out,
Triple
shook
H
his
came out.
hand, the
That's the
crowd
video I
was
watched of
signing,
it.
and then like he came back out and was like, "All right, you're signed."
Yeah.
Like that shit was electric. It was such a cool moment, and then it just like, well,
Yeah.
that's
And
why
then they jobbed
He
him
went the way of
out.
205 Live.
No, and,
Well-
I mean, he's just a solid like
he went the way of most black wrestlers under Triple H
right, not there.
on AEW soon.
Yeah.
Triple H was like, "Oh, he's still here.
Yeah.
He's got to go. He's got to make room for like Ricky Starks."
Another Samoan.
What is Ricky Starks?
Triple H's favorite football player is Cooper
black.
DeJean.
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
So that's why Ricky Starks got signed because he's half black. If he was full black, he wasn't coming to WWE. Triple. I mean NXT. He
I'm
did
not-
come to NXT.
Can't
but
talk
I
on these
think
situations.
Hunter has a giant boner for Jade though, so it's like
Oh yeah.
like
Oh no, black women different.
yeah, black woman.
Yeah,
Yeah, Hunter doesn't like.
He's
black
like
men.
oh, Nubian queens. Like let me teach you like
I got
he's
you, my
like-
queen.
And then
He's a
Bobby
lot like-
Lashley walks in. He's like, "What the fuck are you still doing here?" Like,
He's a lot like you in that way, Gunk.
yeah, I mean, well,
the gunk.
I like all people.
No, I mean we're gonna
like-
get an influx of color once some NXT call ups happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But getting to that, we get Ricky Starks,
Ricky Starks.
the first
did you?
man to get
Yeah.
fired on a one day and get hired on a Tuesday.
Yeah, that was.
And he
They
came
must have
out.
made that phone call minutes after.
Oh, Cody had that lined up.
You know what's funny?
He got
Yeah, I
fired.
guess that's true.
He
I've
got
seen-
fired a while ago.
Right, yeah.
Cody
yeah.
had that
Yeah.
lined up.
You want to know what's funny as shit? He debuted and he didn't introduce himself, and they didn't put up a thing, and they haven't posted really on social media.
So you're
Like,
saying they don't know if they're keeping his name or not.
yeah. So that's
It
how
said
quick. That's how
Starkey,
quick
baby.
that
Yeah.
like went over. Is that
It
like
said Starkey Baby on Instagram on WWE's Instagram.
Well, he's
at
been.
Starkey baby? Yeah, they sure they
That's
tagged
like
him.
his Instagram.
no, they
thing.
hashtagged it too.
Oh, Starkey baby.
Uh,
That's still it's his
I mean, he's
Instagram
been
name.
at multiple WWE shows backstage. He's
Yeah.
like known that he's like good friends with Cody.
Yeah.
He
You
was at
gotta
that.
stop doing this.
He
though.
came at the GCW.
That's his thing.
That's his
It's
thing.
terrible, dude. It's
Yo.
so
It is. It is terrible. I don't like
You
Ricky
know who
Starks
put
at
him
all.
over big? I was listening to Busted Open. Bully.
God, Jesus Christ.
Well, I wasn't listening to Busted Open. I saw a clip of Busted Open, Woody. If that makes you feel any better.
It doesn't make me feel when you're about to quote Bully Ray.
I'm not
feeling-
quoting Bully Ray. The Dead Man, the Undertaker.
Oh, great. No, you're Mark Calloway. You're quoting Mark Calloway.
Yeah, Mark Calloway was like, "This is a good young man." Like a couple years ago, when I was training for a WrestleMania match, like he was in the gym, but he didn't say anything to me. But he would like help me spot me and stuff. And then one day, like we struck up a conversation, and like I found out. And then years later, when Michelle McCool was training to get back in the ring for the Royal Rumble, he was one of the main guys helping her out.
Oh, okay.
And so he knew about her again and his family, and like so they've been
I've been
rooting.
seeing
He was
that
like,
a
he's like
lot.
basically he's like I've been rooting for this kid. Like
I've
I'm
been
very
seeing a
happy
lot
to
of
see
that.
him.
Like
There's a
people
lot of
are
people
like
that like
training
him,
in the
yeah.
gym. Like when Charlotte was training, she was training with the Ass Boys and Mariah May,
Really?
getting back like before she came back into Royal Rumble and stuff.
interesting.
I guess you know what I mean. Like because you work for different companies.
endorsed.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
well,
it
Like,
really
her
goes
dad
to
like
show
over
that.
there.
respect.
It shows that with wrestlers, there is no line for
Yeah,
these wrestlers.
yeah. No, of
Like
course.
these guys are all like they're all friends backstage. They're we train into the gym.
Wait,
They work
wait,
with
wait.
each
Like,
other.
if they don't
Hold
like
on,
each other,
hold
they
on,
just
hold
don't
on.
like each
Stop,
other. It's
stop,
not
stop,
because you
stop,
work
stop.
in different companies.
You're telling me that these people they're really friends?
No, unless they have a few, then they're not.
Oh,
Don't worry.
Good,
yeah,
good,
kayfabe's alive and
good.
real.
Good.
My
yeah.
bad.
Wait,
I-
so
You're
does
good.
so does like Gold Dust know about like Dustin Rhodes?
no, never met.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Never seen him in the same room.
The thing, I'm not excited for Ricky Starks. I'm bummed about it. I wish I could be excited for him. I just don't like him.
Wow.
Yeah, I like.
Is he related to somebody that we
No,
don't know?
Is he a
He's
Samoan?
Oh, he might be Samoan.
Is he a Flair, Ricky Flair?
He's
Does
one
he
of
have
those
a
guys.
family of some kind?
He's one of those guys. I can't put my finger on it yet. I'm gonna give him a chance. Maybe it was just how AEW was presenting him. Maybe it was just some of the dumb shit he said in the past.
Oh, you're a big Adam Copeland mark.
I don't know. I don't know.
His name's Cope.
I hope-
Calm down over
I
there.
hope that he wins me over NXT, but as of right, I'm not excited about him.
I think him
over.
going to NXT was the right move, though.
Oh, absolutely,
Instead of going
'cause
to
he's
the main
tiny.
roster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he's
just
small. He
wait.
needs to like get over. Because like when he came out, even though they didn't like announce him or put his name or stuff, like there wasn't a huge like, oh my god,
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
can't. But I'm so like it was just like, oh yeah, like you know what I mean.
You
So
like-
like
I mean,
people need to
people
like
seem
still
like
like
people
learn
pop.
about him and know him.
Well, I think he's trying to put on a little weight so he can join the cruiserweight division. He's a tiny baby.
He's
boy.
putting on weight
Yes.
to join the crew.
Yeah.
To
Well,
try to get that 205 live.
I'm
Itty
just
bitty
saying,
baby boy.
you know, I
That's why they call him the
guarantee
Pebble.
you, I guarantee you, they're gonna have the following classic WWE backstage segment where he's gonna be like walking through the halls, and then he's gonna bump into LA Knight, and the whole crowd's gonna be like, ooh, because you know. That's
I thought he was gonna bump into the Rock.
I was gonna say, what if him and The Rock are wearing the same Versace shirt one night?
What
yeah.
if it's LA Knight, Rock,
like a
Ricky
real
Starks,
big one, and he has one arm, and they walk out together.
LA
Like,
Knight,
we're the Rocks.
LA Knight, Rock,
They're a
and,
Rock formation,
Ricky Starks triple threat at Mania. And it's just a promo battle.
and Stone Cold is the special guest referee.
I mean, he's solid on the mic.
No, he's
He
great.
can go in the ring.
He just,
I
as the
think
Gilman
he just-
said,
He just needs to put weight on. Like he needs
Yeah.
to bulk up.
I have a hypothetical for
Go
you
do that
guys.
AJ Styles fucking regimen.
So like we're talking about like he's going right to NXT, right? We're like that feels right. It like hypothetically, I don't think this will ever happen. But if Darby Allin were to sign to WWE, where do you think he's a bigger star than Ricky Starks ever has been? Do you think he's a guy that goes main roster? I feel like that would make sense. But he's also it's arguable, like you know, what I mean, size and stuff like that. But what do you guys think?
I don't know. I think he should go main roster. I think it'd be awesome. But I also think that he could have a lot more fun in NXT. And I think the
Yeah.
story could do a lot more down there. They have more time to tell some more interesting stories.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I also don't really want that to happen.
Yeah, because I feel like on the main roster he'd just get lost because there's so much. Like I even think at
can't-
Mania, there's like so much. I feel like there's a lot of guys that aren't gonna have something to do that should have something to do.
You know what's crazy? I feel
So-
like he's unlosable in any company. I feel like he's just kind of, and it's like I'm not even like a stand like that.
What do you
What do you
mean by
mean?
making up a word?
yeah.
What do you mean by unlosable?
Like he said, like he'd get lost, like in.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
No, see, I think he would be quite losable
You
in
think so?
WWE because
Totally.
he wrestles a very dangerous style. They would not let him do that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they have to
He
tone
straight
it
up
down.
could
I guess
not
it's-
do
I
that.
So
guess
what
it's
makes
too
him
much
stand out-
hypothetical to talk about.
Yeah,
because I
it's
feel like
not.
if they were to sign them,
'Cause it's like what
they would
makes him
have
stand
to
out.
let him do some crazy shit.
Yeah,
you know
he's
what I
not.
mean?
He's not going.
Hey, that's
Nah.
too much of a
Nah,
hypothetical.
But you know
I'm
who
living in
is?
La La Land. Let's get back to the fucking real.
You know who
world.
is going? Aleister Black. He's
Yeah,
coming back,
yeah.
that'll
baby.
definitely probably.
And I think I see it. We heard it mentioned a few weeks ago when
Dark Arts.
when Gable's what's his name? Chad Gable.
Gable.
He's having trouble with luchadors and he's got to go to the dark arts.
And it's a long trip.
Ooh.
That is the name of Aleister Black's
Wrestling school
wrestling school.
in the Netherlands.
And so you're like, can we get him back there some
Yep.
way?
Yeah,
He's not going to be with American Made, but that's just like the entrance to how he's back.
I think he's gonna come back and
and fuck up luchadors.
take up Judgment Day. What if he came back and he running like they get rid of Finn because the Finn and
Damn,
Dom
that'd be
beefing?
cool.
I think that's two
That's too crazy.
apples for House of
Apples to
Black.
apples.
I don't want it to go straight across like that.
Fair.
I
want
mean
him
that's
to do
just kind of
own
his
thing.
character.
I want
yeah.
but I want him to do his own thing. I want to be a solo run for him. 'Cause
Yeah.
he got stuck in a
Oh
group.
wait, you're saying Alistair take over the Judgment Day?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that would be
Because
the
Finn was,
conversation.
Damien or Dom.
Finn.
I thought you were saying Chad Gable take over the Judgment Day. I'm
No,
like,
yeah.
what the hell? Like, what
Imagine
the
Chad Gable wearing like all emoed out and like
Just a
black
purple
and
singlet, yeah.
Right. No, because like Dom was saying they should add somebody to it, and Finn's like, no, I got it. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna do this, and then you get that he comes, and that's like kind of the first feud.
That'd be crazy.
is Finn and Alistair or Malachi, whatever he comes back as.
Yeah. I mean, only time will tell, I suppose. But there's one we didn't talk about. Rusev.
Well, is he Miro or is he Rusev?
Well, the Gilmans want him to come back so we can get back Rusev Day.
I agree. I mean,
it was a drop ball by WWE.
well, it'd be crazy too because if he were to come back, it would. Looked it up. It would land on Rusev Day if he were to come back. Too, which is what's crazy.
No
about it.
way.
Yeah.
That's
What are the odds
sick.
of that happening?
Well,
You know, it's kind of. I mean, I like Lana coming out with them, and they're not
Rusev
together
Day Eve.
anymore.
what?
Yeah, they're not
I
together
like Lana
anymore.
coming out with them.
Yeah.
and they're not together anymore.
I know the Rock's hitting her with
The ravishing
the
Russian.
Russian vacuum cleaner and the
Oh, yeah.
the reverse
Remember
wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
that? Crazy.
That's so
a
messed
crazy
up,
night.
man. That's still such a messed up thing. They literally booked that whole backstage skit because Lana and Rusev got married and they announced it online and Vince was like, "Fuck, why'd you do that? Like you don't get to announce shit.
Kayfabe,
That's
right.
us,
Oh,
kayfabe."
Vince.
And so he put The Rock in there and just talked about how The
You
Rock
remember
banged
doing
his
that
wife.
thing? You know, you
Yeah.
all right.
That's why The Rock's also an asshole. It's part of the reason why I don't like The Rock.
Well, I told you he was the only one who did the asshole gimmick well. Everybody else kind of fails at it. Well, look, this is going out to all you guys that lost your job.
best
we-
wishes.
Yeah, best
I mean,
wishes.
I'm sure people.
Hold on, just wrestlers that lost your job, not the unemployed people.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Like I feel like Good
yeah,
Brothers
I'm
will end up in
talking
TNA, Blair
get a job,
Davenport,
Brokey.
AEW.
Yeah.
The only people I don't know where they pretty much land is like hopefully Giovanni Vinci lands at AEW.
Like, I gotta
No,
go to,
I
like,
need him
New
to make-
Japan
I
or
just-
some
I
shit.
I need him making a
Somewhere.
world tour.
Yeah, world tour.
On
the
he'd be
Indies,
all
yeah.
over the place. I want to
Yeah.
see him everywhere.
I feel like
I wanna
Island
see him in
Dawn,
CMLL.
go to the Indies. Yeah, I
Sure.
feel like everybody'd
Yeah,
be cool.
why
And
the
I'd like to
fuck
see Rusev back in WWE.
Yeah.
Miro's a beast. You know what?
You know what? I love him,
Yeah, they
but
made it-
I don't want to see him back in WWE.
They
What the
made
fuck
him
is he about
such
to
a
do?
big thing before, like, where they got fucking tanks to come out when he was beefing with
I
Cena
heard-
and like.
I heard on another podcast a good hypothetical
Uh-huh.
is put him in NXT and have him be the person that goes after Obafemi. Someone who like legitimately could be a threat to Obafemi because they don't have
The
anyone.
Redeemer.
Yeah,
like-
sure, but then have him lose.
Maybe he's a good physical threat. The dude's a beast of a man.
Miro can go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I need Oba to like be booked as well as possible. He's
Let Oba go out on his back and move on up.
He just
Yeah.
got beat up by Grayson Waller and Austin
yeah,
Theory.
that shit is pissing me
Yeah.
off currently.
But it did show tension between them two,
Yeah.
which they eventually go. We know they're gonna
Again
break
for the
up.
last 6 months.
Shout out to Grayson Waller,
That's the whole
friend of the
storyline.
store and Eagles fan. Go
I
Birds.
Yeah,
saw somebody
go Birds,
post.
baby.
He did a
Go
shoey.
Birds.
He did a shitty.
I saw somebody post that Triple H couldn't get situate the breakup between them two, and they would like put one night on NXT. Shawn Michaels like, I got you. Hold my beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Our question of the week this week is, which WWE releases will have the most impact in 2025? And like we always say, send us a DM, send us a video of yourself talking about it.
Snail mail.
Snail mail, carrier pigeon,
Don't send a snail mail.
fire
It probably won't come
signals,
on
whatever.
time. It's a question of the week. It's not like a-
Question of the month.
You get it. You could send it express.
If they're from Philly or the tri-state area, it'll get here in like 2 days.
Yeah, exactly. Or come in and talk to us about it because we love to talk wrestling and we love to talk about our questions of the week. So, next up, we had a big episode of Raw. This whole kind of all leading up to Elimination Chamber here. And besides Elimination Chamber, we had a big announcement. Kind of already knew it, but made it official. Jay versus Gunther. WrestleMania.
I love Gunther's take on this. Which is he's just like the 10 weeks of hell.
Yeah.
And after he beat the shit out of him and he goes back to the top of the ramp and he was like, Jay, don't do it.
You know Jay was doing it.
I know, but it's so
Yeah.
great to be like, I'm going to teach you a lesson for even thinking of wrestling me again.
Yeah, it was just the obvious thing. Like, I don't know why they
100%.
had him like, oh, I'm gonna go talk to Cody and I'm blah 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 blah. Like, bro, like you're literally in a program with Gunther before you won the Rumble. You
Yeah.
lost to him twice. Like,
And this is the get
I think
back,
that's
right?
the
Like,
that's
this
the
is-
only gimmick
Right.
is that he lost to him twice. Why would he want to go a third time? Maybe he'll go for Cody.
to prove to himself that he could do it. To prove to himself that his last year's WrestleMania match does not define him as a oos.
Whatever.
I can feel Woody take incoming.
I'm just like,
He's gonna show. I feel like Jey Uso heard people heard the social medias and the interwebs and everybody like, yo, that was like the worst match at WrestleMania 40, and it was.
So
sadly.
what is he gonna do about it? What is he gonna do about it? No, hold on. What he's gonna do about it? He's gonna talk about it. He's gonna yeet about it. I don't give a fuck. Wrestle about it. Show me you can wrestle in the ring. If you want to prove you can wrestle, don't tell me about it.
I think he is.
Show me.
Because in the Rumble, him and Jimmy pulled out some moves that I haven't seen them done.
Jay did one move that I've never seen him do.
What?
I don't even remember what it was.
I remember,
it was a
but I
reverse
remembered I was.
Frankensteiner.
Yeah, I was like,
I
oh
don't
shit!
remember what it was, but I remember
I didn't
I
see
was
that.
like,
I
I've
never
never
saw
seen
them
that
do that before. I think Jay is going to step his game up. I feel like he has something to prove, and we know he's walking out of Mania winning.
He comes out as like the next
Gunther
Will
can be
Ospreay.
the better wrestler, but he's fucking boring. And Jey Uso is fun, sells units. Even
surely
Gunther
does.
fans before, people that loved Gunther and argued with me before,
They're
is
still
like,
yeeting.
yo, this run,
They eating good.
this run of Gunther's has fell flat. It just hasn't had the impact of when he had the Intercontinental title.
I still thought he had the
would be way
Intercontinental.
sicker if fucking Gunther didn't lose to Sammy in Philly this year. I don't know. I feel like it'd mean way more if he.
Was it
I
still
don't know,
the
doing
IC
it
title?
two
Sammy
WrestleManias
being
in
the
a
one
row.
that beat him last year.
Or to have Gunther lose in WrestleMania twice in a row.
I mean, not that it really matters that deep, but it's it's the same fucking story, really, of just you can't beat me. You've tried before, and you're not going to be.
But
able
that's the
to.
boringness that I always say about Gunther's character. Is that's his character.
So the best case scenario.
But have in mind, 3 years ago in Los Angeles, it was Gunther, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, the best match of that WrestleMania both nights, I would say.
Yeah,
and that was not boring. Nobody said that was boring. So you can book Gunther right.
But so the
It's
best
just
case scenario
it's just
right
they're not
now,
doing it really right
the
now.
only
Only
reason
against
the only reason
Europeans.
we really want Jey Uso to win is because Gunther's story is boring.
yes.
So that is a bad reason to want someone to be your champion.
Yeah.
Is because this guy sucks so bad. Anyone overtake him? I think Jey
I wouldn't
Uso.
say anyone overtake him. Way to flip that.
That's what I did. So I think
Way to flip that. And
I
take
think
that,
Jey
right?
Uso is proving that the biggest failure here was not having Logan Paul win the Rumble. Because you want to talk about someone who can go in the ring.
Oh.
Logan Paul can have some matches. You
You
want to
think-
see Logan Paul against Gunther?
Oh my
Who
God.
doesn't want to see Logan Paul get
So
the
then you gotta really
shit
get Gunther-
slapped out of him?
So Gunther's got to go full
face?
face.
No,
'cause
he can.
Logan Paul cannot go heel. I
No,
mean,
no, no,
go
no.
face.
Gunther
He
doesn't
is
have
just
to go
heel.
face. Gunther
Yeah, I
goes.
feel like he has
Only
real
in
life
Saudi
heat, too.
can Logan Paul be face.
Gunther
Right.
Gunther doesn't go heel. Gunther is respect for the ring. You're not a wrestler. You're a part timer. You're a YouTube kid. I'm gonna slap you back to YouTube
Yeah, but
and
that-
teach you you don't belong
I'm
in the
gonna
ring
slap
with me.
you so hard you're gonna be on Vine again. 6-second videos.
But I feel, I feel like he's still though. It's even though he's I have respect. I'm not a heel. Blah blah. I feel he's still heel.
He's just a heel because you don't have respect, Roman.
No,
you don't
he's
understand
not,
him.
bro.
His gimmick is Yeezy's shirt.
Whatever forever.
Damn. No, Yeezy.
Oh, Jeezy. I heard
Jeezy.
Jeezy. I'm sorry. I heard Jeezy.
Shout out to Jeezy. Whatever forever.
Not whatever is what you're talking about. Nah, I just think he's he's just a heel, bro. I can't tell you exactly why because I know what you're saying, but that's the facts.
Yeah, listen, I'm so excited for Jey Uso to prove me wrong and have a 5-star match
Well,
at WrestleMania. And I would love to be proven wrong, but it hasn't happened
It'll
yet.
be a solid 4-star.
It hasn't happened yet in
I
life,
think
and I don't
in
think
the
it's gonna
middle of the
start now.
match, somebody should come out with a hoodie on.
Oh, classic. Yo, you know what? They're due for that because they haven't done it in a
They're
while.
due.
No,
for
that's
it.
not true. It just happened. Solo returned in a black
Oh,
hoodie.
you're right.
Yep.
The black
Totally
hoodie
right.
gimmick. I got a text sent from Dylan that said days without black hoodie gimmick 39 scratched out 0.
I thought you were gonna be like black hoodie stock going up again.
And this
Yeah.
time, when the hood comes down, it's the Rizzler. Imagine
you
that.
want stock tips? Buy stock in blank black hoodies.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
They're
Make
on
you a
their way back
millionaire
up. They're on
overnight.
their way
If there
back
was a
up.
black hoodie in the RZA, it would look like a Jawa, like a little
That'd be kind of sick. Like oh my God, Jawa's doing a run.
Just stealing your gear.
Yo, well, he was wearing a black Nike Tech the other day, so maybe he's hinting at something.
He's also a Chiefs fan, so fuck him.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
another
I mean-
reason to fuck the RZA. Jesus Christ, get this kid out of
I
here.
know you're talking about Logan, but I mean Logan did have a great match that night.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying,
There
man.
was two kind of moments that
It's
seemed
weird,
like botches
yeah.
to me, where they like met in the middle of the ring.
They both like
and they're like, oh, we're gonna
ducked.
do this move, but they didn't communicate who was gonna do the move
Yeah.
and who was gonna take it. Where like
Yeah.
they just kind of like stop right in the middle, like bumping into each other.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, we got Logan Paul's
Well, I
new
think-
finisher,
Logan Paul was saying it was a,
Pulverizer.
it's a badass finisher.
It's cool because like one, he's hasn't came up a wrestler. He's a part time. You know what I mean? Came from that, and he's athletic as fuck though. But like, it's hard to see something new in the ring. I feel like, and I say this all the time. Like, you can like tweak something a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm gonna go to the left instead of the right to
Right,
do this
yeah.
move, or you know what I mean? I'm gonna
Like
power bomb him with a little more force.
Like Zarya's F5, that's just an F5 counterclockwise.
Right. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like, I've never seen that move, at least on the WWE, AEW
Yeah.
level. Maybe somebody on the Indies.
I have seen it on the Indies, and I remember seeing it on a video, and people were like who's gonna use this as their finisher? And it was just I was like, yeah, no one. That
Logan
was
Paul.
fucking impossible. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, Logan Paul did. I'll be
See,
damned.
he doesn't steal everything from Hangman Page.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
true.
most of it.
Yeah, just most of it. Yeah.
That buckshot lariat, and then somebody posted
Yeah.
like two clips that outside the apron when Rey Mysterio was on the apron and he was in the ring, and the way he like hit him, like literally clip for clip, Hangman Page does the exact same thing. And
No,
then
and the
moonsault
moonsault fall away slam.
Yeah, like literally like showed it, and it was like one video over the
I'm
other.
not
and it
mad.
literally
If
looked
you're
like the
gonna
same-
if you're gonna take from someone's Hangman, Adam
That's what
Page
I
is
was gonna
But-
say.
but-
a banger of a
Like,
move.
what I was gonna say is like they're just moves though. Like you know what I mean?
100%,
It's
that's
not
what-
like
yeah.
you took like.
You can't really complain
It's
about
not like
that.
you're using
It's
the
like-
buckshot lariat as your finisher. You know what I mean? And like the what's the other one he does? The
Well, okay.
The
I hate
Deadeye.
to cut you
the
off.
dead eye.
I hate to cut you off mid sentence,
No, you good. Go ahead.
but
I'm gonna do it anyway.
But wouldn't that almost be more disrespectful using somebody's finisher as not a finisher? Like in a certain sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's how Adam
Yeah.
Page
Yeah,
ends
super
the fucking
kicks.
match. You're just like using
Right.
this move, like
Right.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure,
DDTs.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. But
Yeah,
you
what
know
about
I mean?
spears,
like,
bro?
Almost like
Yeah, fucking everyone uses the spear.
Yeah, and they used to use it as finishers, and now people don't really do that.
Except
that
Roman
much.
still does because
and Braun Breaker because he
Boring.
actually.
I mean, Jay
murders
Uso
people
does
with
the
it.
spear
Well,
now, and it's not even
I
a
hate
finisher.
it. I hate it.
Honestly,
Yo,
I should've-
spears
it's
are-
half and half.
Yo, it's the most.
Spears are the new
it's
super
the most
kicks.
used finisher and one of the hardest to look convincing.
Yeah.
Only like Rhino, Braun Breaker is
Well,
the only
no.
one.
Rhino doesn't spear.
Okay, yeah,
Rhino,
you're right.
Rhino
Doesn't
gores.
gore.
It's
Yeah,
only
it's
a
different,
spear
bro.
when
You
they
kick out of a
out.
spear.
It's only
the
a
best-
Can't
spear
kick out
when
of a
they-
gore.
Did you see
only
that
a
interview?
spear when they
It's the
kick
best
out.
interview ever.
That-
Did you see that Muscle Man Malcolm
Yes.
interview?
Shout out to Malcolm. That was the
Yeah,
funniest
big shout
question
out.
ever. He was like, "What's the difference between a spear and a gore?" He goes, "People don't kick out
No,
of
he
the
said,
gore."
yeah, he said no one's ever kicked out of the gore.
He's like,
He's
but
like,
what
I'm pretty
about
sure it's only. He's like,
The
no, that
Rock?
was a
That
spear.
was a spear.
That one time that was a spear.
He was like, "The Rock" that one time.
It was
like-
Kurt Angle, but
Oh.
you know, they showed the video correct.
I think he
corrected
said The
himself.
Rock. And
yeah,
it was Kurt
exactly.
Angle, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Logan. I mean, he's. You think he'll ever be like a champion? Like
Yeah.
heavyweight or
Yes.
undisputed?
I think
yeah.
he
I
will
could
be.
see heavyweight.
Yeah.
I think people would
Undisputed, I don't
love
know, but
to-
heavyweight, I think, yeah.
He has so much.
I don't think it's a
heat.
bad idea.
People
either.
hate him
No.
so much.
Throw that world on him. Maybe not Cody's. Throw that world on him for like a couple months. Why
Yeah.
not? To
Yeah.
promote his boxing match with his
Fucking
brother. or
throw
some dumb
Cody's
shit.
on them. Yeah, fuck yeah.
You
why
want
not?
Cody's on it?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, it
They're
doesn't
gonna
really
give it to him
matter
for
at
like
the end
a
of the
year,
day.
though, bro.
No,
It doesn't
They're
really
not giving
fucking
it-
matter.
They're not going to
at
give
the
it
end of the
to
day, but-
Logan.
No,
He'll get it for 3 months.
Yeah, I'm about to say, he'll need it. It's like
but that's
from
what we said
PLE
about-
to like 2 PLEs. Like,
That's what we
and
said
it.
about Cody, though.
No. Cody.
Cody's different.
Yeah, Cody's like the face of the company. Logan Paul
Cody's John Cena,
is going to do a really cool like PR run
Yeah, I guess that's
during
true.
Sweeps Week, and like that's it. Like it's not
Sweeps week.
That's not real. Yeah.
Well,
They should
TGIF
just put.
Friday
They should put
and
all
shit.
the titles on. They should just put all
He'll
the
win it in the
titles.
Saudiverse.
Yeah, that's true. They should put all the titles on just social media influencers just to get their stock up. So like Logan Paul's the world heavyweight champion. Maybe Dave Blunt's got the other world champion.
Dave Blunt can
Speed
have
has the speed
title. Yeah.
Speed has the speed
No,
title.
Dave Blunt gets
Guys,
both
so
tag
that's
team
IC.
titles.
The Rizzler and Big Justin.
Connected
to
as
go
one.
around his waist.
With the buttons on the side.
With an extender.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
The Rizzler and AJ and Big Justice are tag champs.
The
SmackDown.
NXT champ. Yeah.
Who's the women's champ? Maybe Hawk Tua.
Yeah, she needs some good PR.
She's a big heel. She turned heel
Yeah, she
recently.
turned heel on
man,
me.
she
in
got-
Dexter.
no,
that
she-
pump and dump.
She was America's sweetheart.
She went from
turned heel.
hawk to a spin on it to a pump and dump.
Yeah.
Dude, she got
sexual
scammed.
vibes going
Yeah,
on.
she got scared.
She trusted the wrong
Shout out
people.
to her.
So,
We
yeah,
know you're
that was
listening.
that's not on her. Yeah.
Haley,
She doesn't
we
know
know
what
you're
she's
listening.
doing, and she was like, "So it's like I got an idea to help make some money. It's cool and help everyone else." And she's like, "Awesome." And then now she's getting blamed. It's like
Yeah.
she doesn't know shit about crypto.
You're the face of it.
Sorry, Haley. We
Take
know
down
you're
the chin.
listening.
And believe me, she
We're
takes a
with
lot
you.
on the chin, but that's not here nor
Okay.
there.
I was gonna say before we move
I got
on,
Darius as my U.S.
Okay,
champion
calm
and
down.
Josh Block as my Intercontinental. And that's how I
No,
booked my.
Tyson, that's the IC.
No,
bro.
fuck those guys.
about-
You're talking about fringe.
It's
influencers.
Darius. Do you know Darius?
Yeah,
Kid
of course I
Dion.
know.
Yeah, Darius is the U.S. champ, and Josh Block is my heel Intercontinental champ.
Well, look. Anyway, speaking of influencers, before we move on from Logan Paul, I did want to talk about his new music and how.
Logan Paul's new music?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got his
Yeah.
music.
What?
CM Punk was like,
CM
I don't
Punk
even
was
know
like-
whose music, because CM Punk kicked the promo before the match.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't even know whose music this
And
is.
then Pat McAfee's like, that's been happening a lot recently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
because of
I'm
Def
just
Rebel.
so
taking
out of it. I thought you
shots.
meant like Logan Paul dropped like a song. Because you know he had like a song. It's like it's every day,
Yeah,
bro.
that was Jake
Oh,
Paul,
that was Jake
first of
Paul?
all.
Oh no,
That's
Logan
a
had a
First
song.
of all, the fact that either one of y'all knows that,
Logan,
Bro,
had-
saddens
it's every
me.
day,
Logan
bro.
had a-
every
Logan-
day, bro. That was a
no,
classic.
Logan had a song with this like kid that was a fan, and he was like, maybe this kid can be Martin Luther King, or
Oh, yeah.
maybe like
Oh,
even
yeah.
Kobe or something like that. It was terrible.
I
It was
do
one of
remember
those
But no, Def Rebel. Back in the news, people talking about how much they hate.
I
Def
thought
Rebel.
we were gonna hear less of them, and like they were gonna
Yeah,
tap
are
more
we
into
getting
pop
more
music.
of
There was
them?
like a
No.
thing.
Yeah, I
of it
thought
before,
that. I thought
remember?
there was like a whole initiative that they were
Nah,
gonna push.
bro, that's for the pay-per-view.
Well, New Day-
Charlie XCX was the Royal
That
Rumble.
was sick, dude. That was awesome.
No,
Travis Scott.
here's what's
Def
gonna happen
Rebel.
here. Keep talking bad about Def Rebel, please. Fuck those guys, because the more and more you guys talk
I
bad
know,
about
I
these
already
guys,
know.
the closer and closer we get to old Jimmy J coming back in the stew, cooking bangers. Yo, I know he's just in the studio with a fat backwoods strippers going crazy, just like throwing down Big Boss Man's fucking. Like,
Gunky,
theme
the
song.
closed captioning on New Day when their song came out, it's said by Jim
I
Johnson.
know.
Yeah.
And everybody
But-
started freaking out.
But I'm like,
Everybody started.
just Gunky.
You know they
Yeah,
can't
right.
see that in the
Everybody
stadium. They
freaked
can't see
out.
the close.
Everybody was freaking out, bro.
Uh,
I saw
I'd be-
Jim Johnson signs all over the place last week,
Right,
bro.
okay.
There's
Bring
two
him back.
things I
I mean,
want.
there is more signs.
There's two things I want in music, entrance music. Because I want more lyrics. Because I want a song.
Okay,
Because I want to sing along.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't sing along
but
to
they
like.
can't do that with everybody because
No,
I feel
everyone
like it's
gets
like
lyrics.
a special thing.
everyone gets
for
lyrics.
how you get people.
As
over.
long
said
as
nope,
the lyrics,
everybody gets
Yeah,
lyrics.
everyone
as long as the lyrics aren't about wrestling.
I'm okay with that too. You want to have just cool lyrics? That's
Yeah,
fine.
cool
I know
lyrics
that's
are
your
good.
problem.
Things about how you're gonna
Flipping
destroy
all these
someone in the ring.
birds.
Terrible.
No, they should do AI lyrics like
Terrible.
The first,
AI music just
well,
makes
no,
it.
Mike did that. It
Yeah.
worked pretty well, right?
It
For
worked
the
good.
Gilmans.
The Gilmans, they're still using their song.
And a number one thing that you have to have is the first 2 seconds has to be something.
Yep.
It can't just be like a guitar riff going into the song. No, you got to have something.
Just kick right
Well,
into
what
it.
about
So-
the Warrior, bro? The Warrior shit was sick.
I disagree.
From
bro.
watching the Rumble, every time if you
Gotta
had
build it up
something,
a little bit.
a
if you had
guitar riff
something-
sometimes does that though. You think about the New Age Outlaws. All you hear is down, now. Oh, you didn't know?
That's
But you
true.
hear
But
the
that,
guitar
but that
riff
was
first.
something.
What about
But you
though,
hear
what
the
about
guitar
Brock
riff first, it
Lesnar
goes
too?
down,
Brock
down,
Lesnar.
down.
That.
Oh yeah.
But I'm saying, but that exactly, it was separate from the music.
I don't even want to hear guitar riffs if Buff Freddie Mercury is playing them. He comes back.
Oh, what was that dude's name?
Elias?
Boo!
Rick
Oh,
Boogs.
Rick Boogs.
Buff Freddie Mercury.
Which is also the dude that sings that. He was on the fucking Grammys. I know he dressed like Freddie Mercury, but looked stronger than Freddie Mercury.
Benson Boone.
Benson Boone doing
Never
flips
heard-
off of pianos
I
and
never
shit.
heard of that dude before.
I have no idea, but I did see that clip of him
Yeah.
do a side.
I'll tell you
flip.
what, when that song comes on in my car, me and my son,
What is the
sing
song?
the fuck
What's
out of
the
that
song?
song.
It's on TikTok.
These
Crazy.
beautiful things. That,
How does it go?
These beautiful.
Do you want me to sing the whole song? I know.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
No,
Fucking
no,
Bro,
beautiful
it's the
beat,
number
okay,
one
word.
generic TikToks.
Please.
Yeah, you're so
We got to use it.
Stay.
We got to put a post up and
I
like
want
put that
you.
song.
Do
I
you know
need
this
you,
song?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Don't.
And it's just like some guy
take
showing off like his
these
hoagie.
Yeah, yeah,
Like it's like
that's
these beautiful things.
Well, yeah. Hopefully,
Oh,
we can.
I know what song you're talking about.
It's the most generic. Yes, the most generic TikTok song. Yo, he's singing the guitar.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, Gunky. You know, I know that you love Jimmy J. I think we all love
Jim
Jimmy
Johnson,
J.
the
And
man.
back.
I hope he
mean-
comes back. And he's cooked up a lot of bangers. And what was the last song he ever did?
I don't.
It was Baron Corbin.
Yeah, Baron Corbin.
Maybe he'll come back.
I don't need
Maybe
any
he'll
more
manage
guitar
Baron Corbin.
solos. The only solo I need is the not tribal chief.
Yeah.
What? Speaking of solo,
Yeah,
Yeah,
speak
man.
of solo.
What?
Black hoodie gimmick
What?
is back.
he came out and the SmackDown attacked Cody.
Yeah, what the fuck's going
But-
on here?
Like I've been wondering since he walked away from Jacob, like where does he fall now? Like,
Do you think that he got hurt? I got injured in the last time he was out, and he got hit so hard he thought it was 6 months ago. Because he came back like he was relevant,
right?
and we're like, "Oh no, son, we moved on."
Can I
And
fantasy
they-
book it?
They even changed what's that? They even changed Jacob Fatu's to the name to the tribal werewolf.
Yeah.
So is he with the tribal chief and Solo on it? Yeah, it's very convoluted. And I don't know
Yeah.
where he falls in. Go ahead.
I think I have an idea of what I would do
Uh-huh.
with it. It's just like I would have Solo keep trying to be the man with the guys that he has with Tama and Jacob. Like, all right, I got it. I'm gonna go after Cody. Fuck the Ulafala, whatever. I'm gonna go get the championship. And then whatever if it's an elimination chamber, Cody versus Solo. Cody just does the same thing that he did to KO, just like, but even more so, just like Homelander's out, just like beats the fucking dog shit out of him. And like maybe before he's like, Jacob, I don't want you there. Tama, I don't want you there. I'm gonna handle this as a man. And he just gets murdered. Like Cody
see that
kills
happening.
the fuck out of him. And then just like the next week, like maybe Jacob and
Just
Tama
disappointed in him, like-
turn on him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then Jacob's the new
like, bro, you're supposed
leader
to
of that
handling
faction.
Shit. You were supposed to do
Solo
this.
can now be a face
Yep.
and kind of go back to where he left off when he was in NXT before he kind of got sucked into this fucking
When he's
like
like that street
vacuum.
fighter.
You know what I mean? Because he had a very
street
good
champ.
thing going over there. He was the
Yeah,
North
yeah.
American champion. He had a pretty sick fucking gimmick. He had sick like even his attire was sick. He would wear like the blue like the floral like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
like
I was digging him.
like I think everything about that was very sick. And it's like if they could actually
He goes back to not wearing
they raised
shoes.
his level through the years of him doing it and just kind of throw him back into what he was doing there. That's like a U.S. champion. That's an Intercontinental champion. That could be a future world champion that you could like, you know what I mean? Like just
whoa,
turn.
whoa. Slow down there.
Yeah,
slow
slow
down
your
there.
roll.
Pump
I
them
like
brakes.
where you were at.
You
though.
were you started in the right place and then you just got way ahead of yourself.
I'm saying he would have to prove himself a little bit, but I'm saying
solid
like
mid
turn him,
card Intercontinental U.S. champ.
Yeah.
but turn him
I'd be
face.
down for that.
Yeah,
Turn him face,
Turn him face.
and have Jacob turn on him, and then that
I
just
think
gives
you-
everybody momentum in
He's
some
just
way.
like
You gotta
like
break
cool
him
with
down.
Jey Uso again.
Yeah.
like,
You got to break him down. You got to like bust him back down to catering. You know what I mean? And then like build him back up from there again.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
I think he
don't
just
mind
needs to
it.
stop wearing shoes and then that's
yeah,
it.
you know what?
Take them
That's the
shoes
problem.
off him. He started wearing shoes and then it just went downhill.
You need to touch grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Touch the grass.
Or touch.
That's important.
He was the street
Matt.
champ and then,
Yeah,
shit
touching
happens. Well, we got
Um,
Elimination Chamber coming up.
Yeah, elimination chambers coming
Or
up.
as they'd call it in Germany, no escape.
Yeah, that
Wow.
was crazy.
They don't like to call. They don't like to talk about chambers or. Yeah.
Yeah, we got elimination chamber coming up. We got Logan Paul, we were just talking about, is confirmed, as well as Punk, Drew, and Cena.
Logan beat Ray for it, and then Punk beat Sami Zayn.
Yeah, yeah.
That was before.
Logan Paul's like,
that was like before
Elimination
KO came out in
Chamber,
small
brother. I
package
walked out of
Sami.
the Elimination Forest alive. It's like this is gonna be a walk in the park.
Jesus Christ.
Yowzers.
Yeah. This is going to be, I think this is shaping up to be a good one. Shaping up to be a good one.
You can't have Gunther at Elimination Chamber because that's just weird.
Yeah.
Well,
Keep him away
he's
from
champion.
That's just touching on
That's
things.
why he's the champion. They did that just on purpose.
Yeah,
So,
like long
I heard they
storytelling,
had
bro.
Roman get injured so that he doesn't take a pin at Elimination Chamber.
oh my god.
Because apparently Meltzer said that since October, it's been planned for Cena to win the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, I saw that.
definitely
I don't know if Meltzer actually said that.
I
or
would-
if people were just
I'd
saying
like
Meltzer said
Cena
that.
Meltzer
to-
just be saying
I'd like
bullshit
Cena to
sometimes.
not win the title at WrestleMania, but win it at SummerSlam. Like, give us a little bit of a wait, a little bit more, because I feel like he announced his final year, and it's just like, yes, we want him to have that 17th win, but it's just like full speed, like
But it's
shoving him
it's
in
his
there.
last WrestleMania
Where
ever.
if you
had.
know
Last time
you
in
know
hell,
you're gonna
bro.
be there for the whole year, like
he's gonna have
drag it a little bit.
I
he's gonna
hear
have
you.
his own pay-per-view.
yeah.
in
Yeah,
December.
ruthless
I
aggression.
totally hear you, but let me quickly fantasy book what I think they're gonna do
We're
with
doing a
this.
lot of fantasy.
Yo, I'm a fucking living in dreamland.
you already
over here.
fantasy booked
Yo,
the Rizzler at the Forbidden
Yeah,
Door.
well, that
coming
would be
through.
sick. That'll be sick. But
The Rizzler obeys kayfabe, bro. He can't just jump Federation.
like Cena does win at Mania, right?
Cool.
He maybe takes it to
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam.
Okay.
No. He'll take it to Survivor Series or Rumble. And
No, not Rumble. It's done.
when is his final date?
December.
December.
Ruthless Aggression
Ruthless Aggression
pay-per-view.
pay-per-view.
Oh, okay.
During the holiday
That will
tour.
be his last match. He'll lose it before then, and his last match will be like, "This is my rematch clause,"
and,
and then he'll
to
lose
Randy
it.
Orton.
No, no. It'll be he wins it at Mania, holds it for a while, maybe until
Can I say-
maybe SummerSlam.
You
Maybe
know
he
what,
holds
man?
it till SummerSlam, loses it, and then he gets his rematch at Ruthless Aggression, and he
Gunky,
loses.
we just let you cook on this solo fantasy booking,
Yeah.
and then you took this one and you did nothing with it.
Yeah,
This was that was the least fantasy booking I've ever heard. You were like, I think he's gonna win and hold it for a little while,
because
and
I
then
think
eventually
he's gonna
lose it
lose
and
it.
retire.
because I really do
Because
think
that's what's gonna fucking happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
he's
He's
going
gonna
to win a
win.
championship, hold it for a while, lose it and
lose it.
retire.
Yeah.
That's they already announced that basically.
No. See, my
It's
story is a
announced.
little tad bit different.
You
sir.
put like two
My good
dates to
sir.
it.
Christ.
My good sir, he loses it, and then he has another match,
A
trying to
rematch,
get
and
it
then he
back.
retires.
and
Yes.
then he retires.
Cool, so he's just going to lose again. And
Yeah.
then he's
You're
going to
lose
retire.
twice.
You
You're
had
gonna lose.
one
Great.
match at the
I'm
end.
glad that we really got through that.
You really went down the story on that one.
Because,
Crazy
bro, you
story
can't
on
just
the-
lose
How
the
do you-
championship,
okay.
not have the rematch,
How do
bro.
y'all feel? There's not really like a rematch clause anymore.
Yeah,
how
they
do
need to
y'all
bring
feel
that
about
back.
Cena? Like just like, yo, I'm in the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, fuck yeah, he is.
Like I've
earned
done
it.
everything the company wanted.
Yeah,
I've
Punk coulda
kissed
done that.
babies. I've
That's-
fucking
Punk
shook
shoulda done that
dogs'
too.
hands.
Do you
I
know
fucking-
how many sick kids he ushered through the gates of St. Peter's? You know what I mean? That's hard work,
the
man.
ultimate heel.
Yeah, he's like the dude from the River Styx, like just helping him cross over. Like this dude,
really
he's
is,
earned
basically.
anything we could give him,
Yeah.
and I want him to win everything from now on, forever and ever.
They're just going to win, and then he's going to break the record,
And then
bro.
you can be
and,
happy
like,
because then
that's it.
Punk's not going to win Elimination Chamber.
Sure, that's
Because I
great.
mean, it kind of rekindles
Yeah.
that. I thought they were like cool, you know, but now he's like talking shit about him again.
Yo, I'm seeing people booking a triple threat at Mania: Rollins, Punk,
CM Punk
and Reigns.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
everyone's booking
probably
that
gonna
right
happen.
now.
That's fucking. That's just like.
It's a waste of
It's a waste of three
crazy
dudes.
match, yeah,
It's
with no
Put-
title.
But that's what I was saying earlier.
That's
There's
what else
so-
are they gonna
there's So
do?
much
Woody's
talent
bathroom
on the
break.
roster right now, like so much like
I like Seth.
high
Yeah, I
up
know.
guys
Yeah.
that like
two outweighs one.
you only got but so much time and so many matches,
What
and
they-
so many time to build stories. It's like
What they
it's
should
the
do.
lazy way of doing it.
What they
you know
should
I mean?
do is
But-
fucking Rollins Reigns solo match. That's a big enough match.
I like that because then that is my bathroom break, and then I definitely can't go take it.
Rollins versus Reigns?
Oh no, I thought Punk versus Reigns.
No,
'Cause
Rollins
that one,
versus
I'm all
Reigns.
for that.
Seth Rollins versus
Ring
Roman Reigns
collapse.
singles match.
Moxley.
maybe a night one,
And then,
winner
like-
night two fights.
Or no.
No, I will not stand for any double night booking.
Yeah, no more
shows.
double
No, that was terrible.
I will
no
not
more
stand
double
for
night
that.
booking. The
Then
first,
Every fucking podcast
the
I
first
listen to
match
double nights.
literally could have just been a. Did The Rock even take a spot? I don't even remember what his ring gear looked like.
It was sick. But you want to know? You want to know what I do with Punk? You know what? Want to know what I
Sick,
do
I
with
would've
Punk?
remembered
Thank you for
what-
that input.
If it was sick, I would have remembered.
Tell
What
me you're a
it looked
fanboy.
You know what I would do with Punk?
What? Have them have a match.
Night.
I like him and
Think that'd
Drew
be
stuff
pretty sick.
right now. I don't know.
Yeah, LA Knight and Drew.
They got real
Oh
heat.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
But I heard that it
It
was
looked like they
supposed
were,
to be
like, really
Damian
fighting in the
Drew,
ring.
which I don't fucking
You
care
heard
about
that?
at all.
Another your trusted source told you
I
that?
want to see CM Punk
Just
versus
like
Jeff
about,
Hardy.
Rumors about
CM Punk, Jeff Hardy.
Loser has to
Kiss each other.
do drugs.
Loser has to do drugs. Well,
Yeah.
Jeff
Wow.
Hardy.
Well,
That's
Jeff Hardy's
two
gonna
opposite
lose.
ends.
Jeff Hardy's gonna.
He's
Jeff
like,
Hardy's gonna do the finger poke with that Kevin Nash. He's just gonna lay down on the mat. He's like, "Pin me, bro.
Hurry up!
Let's get this over with."
He's like, I got a 6-pack and some 8 balls backstage.
I don't understand.
This isn't AEW.
I don't understand how CM Punk can claim to be fucking straight edge, yet he has a Pepsi tattoo. And last time I checked, caffeine's a drug, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought it was-
you it was like Pepsi was like slang for Coke.
No.
Wait, can I tell you that until
Coke.
like a couple of months
No,
ago?
yeah, but
I thought it
instead
was
of
a
saying
gimmick.
Coke, like on like
What did you think was a
certain
gimmick?
forums and stuff, they would say Pepsi instead
This
of
whole
Coke.
straight edge thing, I thought it was a gimmick until like a couple months ago.
You thought it was just.
I
Yeah.
didn't know it was
You
legit.
thought he was getting fucked up backstage
yeah.
afterwards.
I was like, dude, that guy enjoys a beer. Look at him.
just like it would just ruin it too. He's being at a bar. He's just like, oh fuck.
Well, then I saw that American beer thing, and I was like, damn, maybe he really is straight edge. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Elimination Chamber is definitely shaping up to be a good one, and
No escape for our German fans.
yeah, we'll see what Gunky. We'll see about Gunky's.
We'll see if how right Meltzer is.
Why is
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley and EO not going to be on that pay-per-view, and they're going to do the Raw after?
After, yeah, I
That's
don't
so
know.
weird to announce. That's so weird.
Well, look,
We're gonna fight Elimination Chamber the next day.
yeah.
You know when Elimination Chamber is? All right. Well, I'll see you
the day after.
2
The
days
following
after that,
day.
and we'll know where we're at. We're staying in the same hotel, so we'll talk about it then.
Well, look, we've recorded pretty much the end of our time, as we always do.
There's no way we're gonna do an hour today. That's what they
That's
said.
pretty
That's what they
close
told
to
me.
it.
Yeah, of course we're gonna do an hour. We never don't do an hour.
Yeah, I start fantasy
Quick
booking.
hits.
It gets
Yeah,
crazy.
classic. We got quick hits before we leave. Seth compares the Luka Doncic trade to the wrestling world and says that there's no equivalent in AEW. But
Well,
then
also
names
I
in
feel
AEW.
like he got confused about the He's like, there's no way to equivocate this. Like, it'd be like John Cena is LeBron James, so you have to be like MJF would be Luka. And you're
He
like,
said, I don't think there's anybody in AEW that's on that level if you're looking at a LeBron like a John Cena level guy. So to be looking at a John Cena for, an MJF maybe, that'd be like the deal Luka would be MJF.
that's what I mean. I don't think he understood the trade.
Yeah.
Seth loves football,
I know.
and he should stick to football
That's
and wrestling.
Sports!
Maybe basketball's
Go
not
Birds.
his thing.
But I love how
Listen.
he always tweets, "I hate football" because the Bears are so shitty.
Well, yeah, I'm a Browns fan. I also hate football.
Right.
I understand his pain.
I love football.
Who was the
It's-
Super Bowl?
Messi's a beast.
Okay, football.
Actually, it's football.
Football.
Well, yeah, according to the Gilmans, MJF would be a jobber in WWE anyway. So
So he's gonna be the white Akira Tozawa.
they do. They've been getting
He's out there doing the dance.
Bro, people are they're turning heel in the IWC. Last week, the Jeff Jarrett thing. Oh man.
Yeah, the internet's not happy with the
No.
choice.
Can I tell you what? I got into an argument with them live and in person. They came in the shop on Sunday, and I was just like, "Wait, Jeff Jarrett's not a legend?" And it was Sam and what's the dad's name? Josh. Sam and Josh in there, and I tore into him. You know?
Well,
I'm like, yeah, I don't
they
think
dropped a
they're-
new thing about Jeff Jarrett today, so you should check that out.
Oh,
Next up,
what did those motherfuckers
insane
say?
triple threat booked for Gathering of
Woody
the
has
Juggalos.
just a poster of Jeff Jarrett
Yeah,
when he
yeah.
walks in his house.
He's like, I love Jeff Jarrett.
Well, the same poster that his dad put out when he was like 16. He was using it as like a sex symbol to help sell tickets at his show.
That's always good. It's
Yeah.
always a
His
great
dad
way to
his dad definitely did pimp him out.
start your flourishing wrestling career. Insane triple threat booked for Gathering of the
Oh,
Juggalos.
yeah.
Donkey?
Oh, my God.
Who's
Shit.
on this triple threat, Gunk?
Holy fuck. The internet's going crazy. It's sold out probably
So tell us what
already.
it is.
Juggalo Championship Wrestling just announced the greatest triple threat of all time.
your
My
fancy.
God.
Luigi
There
Primo
we go.
versus Cocaine versus Steven Flo.
It is sick, dude. I can't lie.
Jesus Christ. This is gonna
Who takes this match?
I don't know. It's gonna burn the entire fucking arena down. That's all I know.
Like a Luigi Primo
This
who's
is-
gonna burn a
You
pizza.
said it's cocaine, not blue cane.
It's
or-
cocaine.
Yeah, it's
Not
cocaine.
cocaine.
So-
I think this is one of those things. Like they need to have like a special announcer. They need to have like Big Mark
Oh yeah.
do
Big
the
Daddy
special
Mark?
guest announcement.
And what about who would be the special guest
And
referee?
who's the referee? It's got to be. I mean, I would say Dave Blunt's, but he
I
would
would- he
not look
can't-
well
he's
with
not
vertical
mobile. He's
stripes.
not
yeah, I was gonna
mobile.
say he's,
He's
I
on the couch
think-
the whole time.
I can see the Rizzler taking.
He
the
could be
job.
Yeah.
he could be the time do the
The bell
Yeah,
timekeeper.
the time
You
to
see,
like
I don't
the
want to
Rizzler.
overuse.
Ding,
No.
ding,
I don't want to overuse. We're gonna do a throwback. It's gonna be the Chocolate Rain guy.
Oh,
We haven't seen him in a
nice.
while. Everybody's gonna get a big pop. It's the
You know, I
Chocolate
saw him in
Rain.
LA once.
It's about racism, guys.
Dude, once I was eating brunch and he walked right by and I was like, "What?"
Was it?
What's his name?
Zay.
Zay Zay-
Yeah,
or
Zay
something?
Zay Zonday.
Nonsense something.
Was
It's
it-
Tay Zonday.
Tay Zonday!
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Rain.
Yeah, that song was about racism.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. It's actually like a kind of a. It wasn't meant to be a joke. It was meant to be like a he was trying to say
Well,
something.
when you
as a
when you
deep
do
thing. Yeah,
when you do
statement.
breaths away from the camera and you put like an audio.
He killed it, dude. I love that guy.
Yeah. He's a special guest ref.
Yeah. And finally, before we leave, of course, we had a Vince wellness check this weekend, whether we like it or not.
Go Birds.
He was at the Super Bowl with Taker and his
With
son
Mark
Shane.
Calloway.
Yeah, Mark
Calloway.
I just want people
And,
to know that like Mark Calloway is the
Shane-
type of
Shane
person
O'Mac.
that would like love to hang out with Vince and probably
Dude, like-
stood up and cheered when there was a DJT was announced over
Oh,
there. and everything.
former WWE Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Was another one was in
Oh,
attendance.
Donald Trump.
And
oh,
the current
yeah.
president of the United States,
Yeah, and-
Donald J.
Do
Trump.
Do you think they said,
Yo.
and WWE Hall of Famer?
Wait, wait. Yeah, let's just take a step back. Like
Is
I
that
know,
not
I
when-
know we know this, but it's fucking insane that the president's in the
Yeah,
WWE Hall of
I know.
Fame. That's so
Do you
insane.
think they said it at the inauguration? I didn't watch the
I-
inauguration.
No.
Do you think They said, and WWE Hall of Famer.
We have to
Donald
we
Trump.
have to move past him on this
Jesus
podcast because I'm not
fucking
allowed to
Christ.
talk about him because I will absolutely get canceled
can
and
talk
or
So
about
there was some AEW there. Tony
think you
Khan,
can.
Yeah, there we
Mercedes
go.
Moné, Darby Allin.
I will have the Secret Service looking for me.
The Garcia twins.
Yeah, Nikki Bella.
But the Bellas
Bella
again.
twins.
They're Bellas
Yeah,
again. Yeah.
Well, they love the Eagles.
Well, Britt Baker took
Baker.
a photo
No,
with
Swerve.
Bellas
Oh, nice.
It's not Brie Bella.
Brie
It's
Bella.
Brie Garcia
and Nikki
and
Bella.
Nikki Bella.
They're no
They're
longer
not
twins.
twins anymore.
The twins are dead.
Yeah.
Is Nikki an Eagles fan? I know Brie is.
I believe so.
I didn't know. I wasn't
I-
sure
Yeah,
if
they
Nikki
both
was.
are.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Our
yeah.
boy Johnny Crimpets
She's
saw
a,
him. She was sitting in front
Saw
of him.
Brie.
She's an Eagles
Yeah, at the
fan, like
game.
I'm an Eagles
That's
fan.
what I'm saying. I'm not sure Nikki was.
Yeah,
People
I think
are also
Nikki was
Eagles
training for the
fans.
Rumble. That's probably why she wasn't there.
People are Eagles fans suddenly again. Like Anne Hathaway's an Eagles fan, even though she was like on Jimmy Fallon talking about being a Giants fan.
Oh, she was.
You know, Taylor Swift's not an Eagles fan.
Get off our dick.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift's an Eagles fan her whole life, and all of a sudden she starts fucking, Kelsey, and now she's a Chiefs fan.
Well.
Picked the wrong side, huh, bitch?
Sure
Got
did.
her.
Sure
Got
did.
her right.
You know, she also took the shortest jet ride in history the other day. 4 minutes.
Yeah, she's a terrible human.
Well, because
Yeah.
she has the flattest ass too.
Yeah.
Well,
It's from all that jet riding.
Oh, we've
It's
really,
not- it's not
we've
good
really
for the booty.
digressed here.
Private jet flying,
We've
limousine driving.
Private jet flying, Travis Kelce fucking. We've really digressed here. But yeah, Vince was at the bowl with Mark Calloway wearing an interesting alternate Undertaker hat. It was like tan, which I guess that's like his going out. He's like, the Undertaker is going out of the town, putting on this tan one. But yeah,
That's
so
a
Who do
live
you think
man.
Vince wanted to win?
the Chiefs for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. The
Bro,
MAGA
he
Chiefs.
probably hates Philly. He's like, I had to buy stupid ECW from there.
Stupid ECW.
Yeah. He's like, that's why I tanked
Speaking
it.
of ECW, Gail Kim was there.
Yeah.
You
Gil
know,
Kim was
really?
there?
yeah.
Shout out.
There's some
I
wrestling
saw
legends. in the
Swerve
house.
and Mercedes only pulled up for the halftime show and then left.
Yeah,
Kendrick
Damn.
Lamar.
the halftime show was fucking killer though.
Yeah, the Whites hated it though.
The
Seemed like.
Whites did
That's what I
not
heard.
like
The
it.
Whites did not
Well,
like it.
Or Drake.
You uncultured crackers, get out there and listen to some new music.
Don't forget. Oh, you know what you should
Ted
listen to?
Nugent was pissed.
He definitely was. I'm sure.
He was
but
like, "Hey, Kendrick Lamar, fuck you." That's what he tweeted.
Yeah, the not liking Kendrick Lamar and unseasoned chicken Venn diagram was just a circle.
I'm gonna start making. Didn't Ted
Raisins and
Nugent
potato
do the Von Erich Boys theme song? I'm gonna have like I'm gonna edit the Von Erichs coming out to They Not Like Us.
Ted Nugent's gonna hate that.
well, look, guys,
going right
we
for his
have to
throat,
go
Gunky.
before we digress even more. But
Make
as
sure you
always,
check us out on our Patreon.
Yes, make sure you check us out on our Patreon. Only
Support.
$5 a month. You get a whole lot of Gunky, a whole lot of JA,
They said
some
if-
of me.
I'm
and
trying
a
to get
bunch
some
of awesome
illicit
guests.
content on there. So you gotta
Yeah.
get on there. Give me some time, but I'm gonna
Crazy
make it
stuff on
happen.
there.
Hess gonna start showing you a titty on there. It's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
for real.
Look,
Only on there.
Only
Nowhere
on there.
else.
belts and boobs. Ooh.
I said
trademark that
titties
quick.
and titles.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know.
That
You
one
know.
too. Make sure you guys.
My bad. You guys love this place. You guys love hanging out. You guys love listening to us. Show some support. Like,
Yeah.
That's all. $5 a month.
Yeah.
Can't
And
beat that.
as well as that, make sure you listen to Grappling with the Gilmans. Those kids has a bunch of spicy takes this week, so make sure if you didn't
Also,
listen to
yeah,
that one.
comment on their videos and put those kids in place. They're getting a little
No,
bit.
they're
getting a lot of
incredible,
hand.
Get a
and
little
I
ahead of
literally
yourself.
was like, "You guys don't care that people are like talking shit about you, right?" And they were like, "No," but they were like, "It's
They love it actually. I
They're
think.
out of
Yeah.
I
control.
think they'd
Um,
rather that than like be like, "This is a good podcast."
Yeah, for real. Make sure you tap in with us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok,
MySpace.
YouTube, all that stuff. MySpace, not really. but,
LinkedIn.
Planet Mi Gente.
yeah. And yeah, come by the shop, say what's up.
And for just the price of a cup of coffee a day.
Yeah, you can feed the gunk.
That's true. They
You
don't.
guys fucking got gym memberships that you know you don't go. You
Yeah.
still pay. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like,
Here's the deal: if you don't sign up for the Patreon, my life is in danger.
Your life is already in danger
They're
because-
threatening physical harm on me.
You keep talking and trying to end the show.
Play the
Thank
fucking
you,
song.
Thank you guys so much. Play the music. Oh,
Please buy the
man.
Patreon.
What?
Please buy the Patreon.
Oh God.
All right, guys, we're going to this gangbang now, right?
What?
yeah. Finally.
Finally.